Hey everyone, how's it going? It's your host, Paladin Hanson, back at it again with another video. And in this video, I'll be showcasing the resources and the books that I use to study Islam, and a few neat items as well. Over the course of about 3+ years, I've slowly garnered around 30+ books related to Islam, and many of them being centered around the standard Islamic narrative, or S.I.N. So I just want to showcase the fact that on this channel, we will be overgoing Islam's most trusted resources, such as Sunan An Nasa'i, Ibn Kathir's Stories of the Prophets, as well as Sahih al-Bukhari, as well as some of the most respected English translations of the Quran and Arabic versions of the Quran too. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and pray and fast as we watch S.I.N fall. So these are the books that I use to study for Islam, and of course I have one of the Sunan An Nasa'i, and then I have one of the Sahih al-Bukhari, and then of course three different Arabic versions of the Quran: Warsh, Khalaf, Hafs. Those are the three Arabic Qurans that I have. And then the Noble Quran, I have Abdullah Yusuf Ali and Maulana Muhammad Ali, who is over there. Yeah, right nedged in between. I hope you guys can see that right there. So we have Maulana Muhammad Ali, Abdullah Yusuf Ali, and then the Noble Quran. All of them, I would argue, are the three most popular translations of the Quran. Each of them are from different viewpoints of Islam, one from Sunni, Shia, and then Ahmadiyya viewpoints on Islam. So yeah, and then Stories of the Prophets by Ibn Kathir, Sahih al-Bukhari, Sunan An Nasa'i, and then some really important texts that I really like that are quite unique is the Arabian Nights. Really think it's a great book. And then we have the Nabataeans by Dan Gibson, Did Muhammad Exist by Robert Spencer. We have as well down here, if you guys can see, Early Islamic Qiblas and the Sultanate of Oman. Alright guys, here we have right here, I wanted to showcase from Oman this Jambiya. I'll just open it. This was from Oman, gifted to my grandfather. I just got it from him. And so this is the Jambiya from Oman that I have in my possession. It is actually quite an ornate piece. I'm going to zoom in just a little for you guys so you guys can see this Jambiya. But I'm pretty sure it's made out of silver and horn. Very ornately done, as you can see. However, there's been some, I guess you could say there's been a little bit of lack of treatment. So we have a little bit of rusting right there. You see the rusting. So I got to take this into a professional, and we can see some more rusting around the rings here for the scabbard. I'm going to zoom out real quick. But yes, this is quite an ornate piece, not to mention if we take the blade out, right? I'm trying to do that because it's a little rusty. Needs a little bit of touch-up work. But yes, from Oman, my grandfather for I think over a decade spent his time working in the airports in Oman, and was gifted this Jambiya. And then this right here is a medal from Saudi Arabia. As you can see here, it says Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This was a medal given from the government to my father and to many U.S. troops and those who partook in the liberation of Kuwait back in the 90s. This is what it looks like inside, and this was the medal given to those who took part in the liberation of Kuwait. You can even see it says Liberation of Kuwait, and then the swords, the palm tree, Saudi Arabia. Now this Noble Quran is actually using the Hafs text, and I have here the Warsh. Hopefully I have that right. So I have the warsh. So I have warsh. And I have khalaf. So I have 3 editions of the Arabic Quran, or 3 transmissions or recitations of the Quran. You can see the text here is warsh. You can see the text here. So I'm just using the material. And I don't disrespect my books. I keep good care of my books. I don't care what books they are. If they're books that I need, they're being held into good hands. So again, I have khalaf, I got warsh, I have hafs, right, with the Noble Quran. So I have a lot at my disposal, not to mention
a few moments later.
Another neat item that was given to me by my aunt who traveled the world. I think she picked this up somewhere in Turkey or Jordan. And this is a first edition Abdullah Yusuf Ali Quran. Most Muslims don't even have this. So yeah, it's kind of unique, pretty old. I don't use it, but this is a first edition Abdullah Yusuf Ali Quran. This is like a collector's item for English speaking Muslims. So I have stuff that most Muslims don't have, or just don't have anymore, right? And I also have one of their modern editions. I also have a, if I get it real quick. So this is my other pocket Quran. This is the meaning of the Holy Quran by Abdullah Yusuf Ali. And this is like their, I don't know, 11th or 12th revised edition. There's a lot of revisions for the Abdullah Yusuf Ali translation, but it's the most popular translation of the English Quran. And I think about half of all English-speaking Muslims use the Abdullah Yusuf Ali translation, but that's slowly waning. A lot of more people are choosing the Noble Quran, right? So you have your Sunni-oriented translation, and you have your Shia-oriented translation and commentaries. So yeah, take that into consideration. These are my 2 pocket Qurans, the two main Qurans that go toe to toe. There could be a whole video in a Muslim videos, which is the better English translation of the Quran. So the Noble Quran, or the meaning of the Holy Quran, is it Abdullah Yusuf Ali's translation? Because I'll tell you right now, these cover maybe 2 sects of Islam, Sunni, Shia, but we also have Maulana Muhammad Ali's translation of the Quran, which is an Ahmadiyya translation. And as you can see, my cat has absolutely shredded this ribbon apart. Took no mercy to this Quran. My cat had no mercy. And so I currently recommend, by the end of the day, this one. So if you are interested in studying Islam, get yourself this Quran, because this is probably the most authoritative version of the English Quran. So make sure you get the Noble Quran. This has come straight out of Riyadh. So straight out of Saudi Arabia, boys.
A few moments later.
And here is another resource, Sahih al-Bukhari 9-volume set. I have here just part 9. Here is one of the hadith from a statement. It says, "The statement of the Prophet, the destruction of my followers will be through the hands of foolish young men." Narrated Abu Huraira, "I heard the truthful entrusted by Allah, i.e. the Prophet, saying, the destruction of my followers will be through the hands of young men from Quraysh." Isn't that interesting? Interesting. So, without any further ado, I am going to close off for this video. And for any of my potential detractors who may even doubt that I have this material in the first place, this video is for you, and for the rest of us, there are great books as well to acquire, such as Dr. Dan Brubaker's Collections and Early Quranic Manuscripts, going over 20 errors and changes in early Quranic manuscripts. There is Dan Gibson's The Nabataeans and Early Islamic Qiblas, as well as Robert Spencer's updated revised edition of Did Muhammad Exist? Another great read is Jerusalem by Simon Montefiore. Even Mel over at Sneakers Corner, who gave me a shout out, recommends this book highly. Eastern Christianity, a Reader, edited by J. Edward Walters, is also fantastic. And finally, The Arabs by Eugene Rogan. So these are the books that I recommend. Have a good one. Take care. God bless.